Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading. Taurus, let's see what the divine wants you to receive in this timeless reading. I always remind you that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. Taurus, if you could subscribe to the channel and give this video a like, I would appreciate that, as it helps with the YouTube algorithms. And so what we're going to do next, we are also going to grab some tarot cards for you, and then we can get started. As I'm getting your cards for you, I always remind you to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and also your ascendant sign, because by doing that you get a complete picture of the energies that you are working with. And also that I have another channel, which is the love channel. So if you want to see more of my work, I'm going to link that channel in the description box below. So these are the cards that we have for you, okay? And the card that you have received from your tarot card is the Four of Wands, okay? And the Four of Wands is the energy of recovery after going through some challenges. I always tell you that in the tarot, mountains represent challenges, the moon represents our fears. So there has just been a feeling of being afraid, a feeling of just feeling like you are going through it, right? And this is the energy where you are being invited to just rest, to relax. We are in Mercury retrograde after all. So this is the perfect time to just not be doing anything that is major or big, but rather relaxing your mind, revisiting the past, maybe past projects, past ideas that you had. Anything with a re is the perfect thing that you can do now, as you're taking this time to just take it easy. You're not rushing into anything, rather you are taking it easy, okay? And so the first oracle card that you had is interesting because it is telling you that your guidance is divinely guided. Isn't that perfect? And I really like this card because as you're looking at the imagery of this card, I was just telling you that the Four of Wands is the card that shows you that you have been through it. You have just been through a lot in your mind, in your soul, in your heart. And now you are just like, you know, I feel that things are starting to get a little bit better. But before things get a little bit better, I am going to take some time to rest. I am going to take some time to just look at the past, to ponder, and to just think where I want to go in the future. So like I was telling you, it feels like you were going through some challenges. And as you can see with this card, you have that gray area, that darkness that is here. And it's showing that, yes, you have definitely been going through some type of challenges. You have definitely been going through something. And now you have taken the time to start lifting yourself up. We see you here indicating that the days ahead are bright. So there is brighter days ahead, but it is worth noting that these bright days ahead, you have to listen to your divine guidance, to your intuition, which is going to lead you to where you want to go. So by listening, by co-creating with the divine, by asking the divine for your intuition to sharpen, for signs, by asking the divine to work with you, this is the perfect time, the absolutely perfect time, because again, you are divinely guided. So wherever you are going, you are on the right path. But just remember to listen, because the divine will be communicating with you and giving you positive messages and pointers. Do this, go there, do that. And whenever your intuition is speaking to you, and your intuition, I know most of you ask, like, how does my intuition sound like? And your intuition is something that's like, you are basically, let's say for instance, it's a Sunday afternoon, you're just chilling, and suddenly a thought pops in your head, just a flittering thought. It just boop, and is gone if you're not listening. And that thought could just say, hey, go for a walk. And you're like, oh, but I'm chilling out and I'm watching Netflix. I don't want to go for a walk. That thought, that is your guides, that is your intuition speaking to you. Now, if you listen and go for that walk, you could meet someone who has some important information for you. You could just be just relaxing out in the woods, taking your little walk, and you could see that more and more intuitive hints are coming. So the reason those little moments just come in, they're almost like, I always visualize them almost like, you know, like when you blow a bubble and the bubbles are just like floating around, and you just have that one bubble that just floats around a little bit longer, it's just floating, and then it just disappears. That's how I feel like that's the best description that I can think of intuition. It comes in, and just as it is there, it is gone. It's almost as if it's elusive, right? So look out for those intuitive hints that are coming, and make sure that you are receiving them and acting upon them. And I really like when I'm looking at the Four of Wands, this card, because just as I was saying that, right, I just saw this little sparks of light that are coming in. Can you see here? We've got a spark of light. We've got another one there. We've got another one there. We've got another one there somewhere. And that's the perfect metaphor that I was just saying. It almost feels to me like they're little bubbles that come in, and they come floating in one after the other. And as they come in, they quickly disappear. And another intuitive hint arrives, another message arrives. And if you're listening, it leads you to somewhere. So be in that energy of listening. Why am I emphasizing that a lot to you? Is because the divine is saying that, listen, your patience is important, because right now, everything is coming together. In the background, the divine is working with you. In the background, the divine is creating those moments. So when you receive a little message that says, go for a walk, and you start doubting, and then you don't move, you have just missed an important thing that the divine was trying to send you. So can you see, we've got our little bubbles that are here, that the divine, your guides, are sending forward, like that magical moments that they're sending forward. The question is, are you listening, and are you willing to take action, or will you decide to remain on the couch watching Netflix and chilling out? By doing that, you are missing important information. So the divine is saying, whatever you are working towards, whatever you are creating, whatever is going on right now, the divine is in the background working for you, creating those magical moments of intuition that you are going to be receiving. Are you listening is the question, and are you willing to take action, or will you remain doubting yourself? The divine is saying that for many of you, because we have the Four of Wands, which indicate that you've been through it. You have been praying and praying and praying. Now will you be listening for the answers that the divine is sending to you? It's all well and good praying, but what good is it if you're receiving messages that are going to help you, but you're not able to act on them because, I don't know, you're lazy, you're doubting your intuition, you're too busy, whatever. You're missing great, yummy moments that the divine has been lovingly creating in the background for you. And I'm really emphasizing this because you've got the card also for about the spirit animal. So some of you could just be seeing your spirit animals. Maybe some of you like cats. Maybe some of you like dragonflies, butterflies, whatever your spirit animal is. The divine is going to also be using your spirit animals to communicate with you, to tell you and to give you that thumbs up to say, hey, you are on the right path. So right now is the perfect time to be listening, to be acting, to be opening your eyes and seeing all the messages that the divine is going to be sending to you, encouraging you and telling you to keep going. So the divine is wanting to tell you that, listen, okay, not only are you divinely guided, the divine also wants to tell you that better days are ahead. So again, the message, the theme continues throughout the cards. You have been through the hardship, and now it is time to listen to divine guidance. Now it is time to listen to the divine, and in doing so, better days are ahead. Things just start getting better and better and better as you're journeying towards whatever it is that you are journeying towards. A new beginning, a new chapter. Maybe you've been praying for relationships and you are leaving the trauma and the pain from past relationships, and you're starting to get excited about what is possible for you. And as you start walking with faith, with excitement and enthusiasm, better days are ahead, because your vibration is lifting, the excitement is around you, and more synchronicities start to happen. So who knows? Like I said, you could just get that message in your head, go for a walk, you go for a walk, and you meet the love of your life. The divine is working with you. So for everyone is working towards different things. So there are some other things that we need to quickly talk about, because the divine is saying right now, because you've been through it, okay? And some of you, the reason why you have been through it is because of people, family, friends, whoever this is, I don't know. People who are always trying to disturb your peace. And now it is time for you to remember that the divine is working with you intuitively. So open that third eye of yours, and that third eye of yours is connected to your intuition. And now you're able to see through people's lies, that fakeness, and you're starting to avoid these people, because the divine is saying learn to ignore people who disturb your peace. Because right now you are on a journey, you are on a path, and it is important to have peace of mind. It is important to ignore people who just here for the fight, for the arguments, who are just here not willing to work on themselves. So when someone else starts working on themselves, when someone else wants to change and grow, they start bringing in that energy of disturbing your peace, because they don't want you to grow. They don't want you to learn. They want you to stay with them. So the divine is saying, really start ignoring anyone who disturbs your peace, because we need you in the energy of peace of mind. Because when you're peaceful, this is when the divine can communicate with you a lot simpler, a lot easier. So this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.